Here, Squealy Diddly Dee do a few more times.
I mean, what? I mean, people know what we're talking about.
Exactly what you're talking about.
Don't worry, I checked the Comcast map and they said everything's fine.
I checked the Comcast and they told me to go fuck myself.
Everything's fine, in other words. Just like our city engineers said, everything's fine. Just like they also said, I mean, hey everyone, it's RockMan and Ratmus and of course Sadie.
If they said that, they would sound more intelligent. I suppose I'm playing Left 4 Dead right here.
You guys just look at the game, it's clearly Left 4 Dead. Where's the
Right by
volume?
the source, which isn't bullshit totally. Where are you guys going? It's not bullshit, I said.
Oh, it's bullshit.
There could be only me. That's a great quote from that horrible movie.
Did you see the Squirtle Doodle Dee Doo guy talk about Highlander?
I have not. That was great, right?
He told us, mentions that the source is bullshit. So previously on Ratmus playing Portal 2.
Sadie just being cute. Right, Sadie?
Nobody said that was happening, okay?
Continue game.
So chat, how's the volume? Just kidding, you're dead. To me. Should have started a half an hour ago, but because of Dad.
So, it sounds like I need to come here next Tuesday.
And stream.
Yeah.
What do you mean, why?
Because Dad wants me to help take his stupid old chair out of the frickin' house for the garbage.
What stupid old chair? Where?
His black chair up there, he said he was replacing it.
Never told me this.
He said he made a wonderful PowerPoint and showed everybody.
First I've heard of it. Why is the volume on this game so quiet?
Looks like Jack McBrayer's dad.
Which according to, Conan is like a ridiculous Appalachian mountain man. And totally offensive caricature. Remember that time, Jack McBrayer gave someone a hot dog and then, insulted them with various swear words?
Yes, I do, because I love that wonderful place in Chicago. Wait, that's fucking horrible and stupid.
How many times have you been there?
0, I think, thankfully.
Yes, me neither. The Wiener Circle.
Like, well, why the fuck would you want that?
Because it's a great business model. Just ask Ed DeBevics. Oh, wait, they're out of business.
Free base and moon rocks.
Apparently Ratmus is, let's just say being dumb because he doesn't know where to go, but, his excuse is he hasn't played the game in years.
Yes.
Which is, not much of an excuse.
Excuses. Squealy-doodly-doo.
I love it when, people say that they don't want to hear excuses. It's like, fuck you. Like, I hate... I hate, bosses and authority figures who think that, like, the best way to, boss people or command them is to just, like, yell at them and be a complete fucking asshole. Like,
They need to be, frickin' shipped
beaten-
off and to a
beaten
place
to death,
to be.
yes. Like, for example, Chef Anne Burrell on The Worst Cooks. It's like, yes, she's trying to teach people, and yes, she, knows what she's doing, but, like, why does she, why do people have to be so mean and offensive?
For the ratings, obviously, but...
No, like, who else was I was just thinking of someone else completely different from something completely different, and of course now I can't remember what I was thinking of. Oh, I was watching, the Beverly Hills 90210, and, like, you know, like it's obviously it's like, you know, it's fiction and like for drama purposes, it's like, you know, they have to have conflict. So it's like, you know, oh, there's just these problems, and you know, Tori Spelling's the producer, so she's got to fix them, and then the person above her's got to like yell at her and like say like, you know, why can't you do this, and why can't like instead like, you know, why can't you just like act like a normal human being and like talk nicely and say like, you know, okay, like obviously there's a problem, but we can fix it. Like if I just don't act like a fucking asshole, and like why do I have to be a bitch to you, and you know, why does everyone have to be a goddamn bitch?
I wanted to say that, like, you know, I had a...
You know, like, there's a pretty simple solution. Let's not act like a bitch.
Bitch, Santa Bob, bitch. But I had a teacher who,
like, you know, that's one of the reasons why I hate work, you know, is because of, you know, the bosses and people who just, like, are complete fucking assholes, and, like, they have all the power, and they just can be an asshole and treat you like shit.
Like, as I was saying, I had a teacher who said that, like, you know, it's a personal problem if you're late to school because, like, you know, there's a train or something there that, you know, stopped you, you know, shit that, like, you can't really control. And then, like, the next day he was late, said, sorry, like, I got stopped by a train.
Yeah, I don't want to hear excuses. It's like life is all about excuses and things that go wrong and shit happens.
What's the difference between a reason and an excuse?
Yeah, your attitude is the only difference. Like, you know,
I had my second grade teacher
this
said
is the
that.
reason why this happened. Oh, that's an excuse. You know, it should have went perfectly and it's your fault. Those are excuses.
I had a shitty second grade teacher like that, and that's why I flipped her off when I was with my friend one time, and thankfully she didn't see me flipping her off. Good times.
Greetings, friend. I'm
Cave Johnson here.
No handhold.
You might know us as a vital participant
No
in the
pictures of Spider-Man.
1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts.
He's out of the MCU, goddammit.
But that other people have somehow managed to
Pissed.
steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt.
Sir, the testing.
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed?
It's a phone book, you might ask yourselves, people of the future.
With a question. Who wants to make $60 cash?
Wants to burn your house down.
For up to 20 minutes in a
With the
waiting
phone
room,
book.
which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park bench you were sleeping on.
I'm gonna rip this phone book in half, Carolyn.
Welcome back. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. No.
And you're in.
Make a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything?
Gotta touch everything.
Sue everybody.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great. Now do a speed run to get to the end of this. Sorry.
I'm gonna speed run everybody.
My wonderful Aperture t-shirt.
For Pac-Man's anus.
I want to challenge that.
It's totally not a sausage.
Did you see Mr. Squirtle Doodle Dee do talk about the wizard?
No.
Because he does.
So bad.
Oh, Squirtle Doodle Dee Doo.
That's what I wanted, right?
No. Well, let's look at all the private things that, you know, DK sent me. You saw this, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the one about Baloo a long time ago?
I don't think I did.
I think it's in here. I'll try to find it.
Saw something about that wonderful quote-unquote episode of Quantum Leap where, you know, he lumped in that KKK guy. That, like, was aired once on TV.
Why would it only air once? It was perfectly fine.
Because it was, horribly offensive to everybody involved.
It's not offensive.
That's what the person who made a video said.
Who the I want to see this video. Did you see this? Is my question.
Well, yes.
Like it's a show that's purposefully meant to teach you that racism is wrong. How the fuck could it be offensive? That's the point. Is that it's
because it was saying that KKK people aren't all bad, but yeah, like I don't think it was as bad as he made it sound.
Well, I mean, the president did say that as well. So
he also said that they used the N-word 11 times, and that was worse than Django.
There's nothing. Listen to me. There's nothing wrong with using the N-word. Oh, God, taken out of context. There's nothing wrong with using the N-word in a period piece, especially where the point of that piece is to teach you that racism is bad. Do you understand me? Like, have that full context and do not cut me off.
That's what people do these days. Is they just want to make you look
Obviously, and what you're doing is wrong, and you killed yourself.
It's okay, I'll spawn with Potato Gladys.
Yes. Unless you, cheat the system and skip potatoes.
Accidentally,
and then I'll kill you because you used the N-word.
Yes. Use some generous rounding, let's just say.
Like, where did you find this video? YouTube?
Yeah.
Alright. What's the name of it? Idiot says Quantum Leap is racist or something?
Let's just search for that. Let's see, it was What Culture 11 Offensive TV Episodes.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts.
This with the picture of Spock?
Yeah. One of the many products we invented that other people have somehow managed to steal from us.
Nazi Spock, who was
Black
born.
Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the test statement?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60 cash? You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope, couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related.
Obviously, I can't watch the video now, but, I'd love to just, post a comment that this guy's a fucking moron.
Say, you're good at murder. Could you... Thanks. Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody
This
doesn't
potato woman.
connect him. I can't go, and unless you're planning to send your own
Maybe the problem is that more people today need to watch shows like Quantum Leap so that they can be taught that racism is wrong, because clearly they need that lesson.
The best way to, fight fascism is to be as fascist as possible.
We're going to say the best way to, learn something is to have Dean Stockwell teach it to you. The world is full of fucking bullshit, clearly.
Damn right. What's wrong with whoa?
So what do you think of Matrix 4 confirmed?
Why?
Since Keanu Reeves is making, John Wick, what is it, 3, and Bill and Ted 3, and Matrix 4, what about Speed 3? Or would it be Speed 2 because, you know, that
Just retcon the
it's retcon that Speed 2 never existed and this is the real Speed 2 with Keanu Reeves. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yes.
That's
Wasn't it
what
great
I
how
want to see.
Incredibles 2 ripped off Speed 2?
Yes, except I never saw Incredibles 2 and I'm not paying attention to so I'm playing that game, so I have no idea what the plot is.
Well, a cruise ship crashed into port or whatever.
Incredibles 2? Okay. Alright, well since we have no
And the
fucking
Two-Man was there.
since we have no fucking water to drink, I'm gonna have to open up another pop here. Right, Sadie?
Yes.
Yeah, I put a little hot mustard on my tenderloin. It was good. I had it with the cheese curds, really good.
Tenderloin with my hot mustard, if you know what I'm saying.
See, as I said, I have not watched this telenovela thing, and Doom says this. I'm assuming that's something they say in there.
Yes.
Corazon means heart. According to Song, between August 30th and September 2nd, which I think is Labor Day weekend, that amusement park by her house, King's Dominion, that she loves, is giving like free admission to teachers, faculty, and staff from any Virginia school.
Whoa.
And since she's staff at a college, she could totally get in for free. What other secret things are going on? I can tell you since no one's watching anyways. I don't know if it's not really a secret, but from this Sunday to next Thursday, DK is going to be in Tennessee for some work-related thing.
Whoa.
Well, High Song probably doesn't have
Totally near,
audio because she's at work.
Totally near where her family, grew up, right?
Yes, because every place in Tennessee is totally near, Song's family and your girlfriend's family.
It's basically the Rhode Island of the South.
So if there's a possibility of us meeting them at an arcade, it's not this weekend, it's the following weekend that they're going to be in the area of Schaumburg, I think.
My girlfriend and I might be going to Starve Rock that weekend.
What about a lemon potato dish inspired by Portal on Guy's Grocery Games?
AKA GG. Who's next? GG. She can't hear me, so she can't know that I'm talking about offensive things. Let's talk about, throwing puffy Googles.
No poodles were harmed in UHF, I heard.
But that guy died.
Yes. Of natural causes. Mysterious causes. For some reason I wanted to say his name was Raul Julia.
Yes, he died from mysterious causes.
He lost his balls, okay?
Okay, I guess emotional outbursts require more than 1.6 volts. Now we know that. We just need to relax. We're still going to find out what the hell's going on here. But calmly.
Remember this?
Yes.
Best scene in Lost History, right?
Yes. It's totally CGI walls.
Did I tell you that I sent this clip to Doom? And you can tell what clip it is, right?
What's that clip? Your mother's a whore or whatever.
Obviously. Is there some other clip from Prison Break called Horde on MP4?
Oh, I thought that said whoa. I want to see if that would work.
I don't think Doom appreciated it because he never said anything for a month. Also, I don't know if you know, but Dr. Funk's, like, over the past year or two was, like, watching all of the Star Trek series.
Yeah.
So, like, he watched original series and Next Gen and DS9, and then he finally finished Voyager, and then he finally started Enterprise, and, like, he watched, like, just, like, the first couple of episodes, and he was, like, so, like, disgusted with it that he, like, didn't even want to continue it. And I was like, no, you should finish it. It's better than Discovery.
And they threw up.
Yes. I'm like, it can't be as bad as the original series, right?
Oh. Oh, I forgot about that spot there. Okay.
So what else can I amuse myself with? You know, looking at the news is horrible. Latest Titanic expedition reveals shocking ...
It's all too shocking.
Shocking deterioration.
Well, yeah.
They knew it was going to deteriorate.
Leonardo DiCaprio, though.
It was his fault.
Yes. I'm going, all king of the world with Fabrizio.
Fabrizio. They got 4K footage.
Jeez, Cameron loves that, I heard.
Yeah, there's really nothing you can do.
Go back in time.
Rape a guinea?
Great job, astronaut. War
Good
hero,
job,
or
ass.
Olympian. With your
Nice, I
help,
wasn't even
we're
watching
gonna
you solve that.
Listen up. Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
I swear I know
Moving,
him.
bathroom. Go, girls. And a free base on
If you're
Lunox.
interested in an additional $60, flag down a test associate and let them know. You could walk out of here with 120 weighing down your pistol if you let us take you apart, put some science stuff in you, then put you back together.
Some science all over your balls. You slide and you hit the ring and take a dive.
What? I don't. What? I'm reading the news. Let's just say grandma gangbang and leave it at that.
Dude wants to know more.
No, I will not tell you more, and I shouldn't have told you that much.
Dibbins gangbang or whatever.
This is the news, okay? And
This is Fox News, everybody.
it's Yahoo News, the only news that matters. Okay, does Brett Favre look like a fucking psychopath?
Yes.
You're up to date on Conan, right?
No.
Have you watched any from this week?
No, I haven't. I'm too freaking busy.
Well, then I'll just spoil it, okay? Yahoo already probably spoiled it for you. He's going to Greenland.
Whoa. Let's go to shit.
Someone other than Peter Parker as Spider-Man. Who?
Miles Morales?
Is that the Terry McGinnis of Spider-Man?
Pretty much.
I'm sure he was here to talk about these things, but nobody watches our streams, so
Nobody watches nothing with nobody, right?
nobody uses the word nobody.
Bouncy, bouncy.
Says that someone in Spain was arrested for upskirting over 500 women. This makes me think of upskirt bird cooter.
Yes. Oh shit.
Oh shit, what'd you do this time? I thought this said Macaulay Culkin's brother and him are like two sides of the same coin.
Just like us.
Did you watch the new AVGN?
Yeah, I did the Chex Mex thing that I never heard of before.
Yeah, I never heard of it either. Like, oh, it's so popular, it got a bunch of sequels, everyone loves it. Never heard of it. Great that he reviewed a good game, apparently.
Yes.
Or is he going, off his brand and it was terrible?
Fucking sucks. Sucking fucks.
Is it a sandwich? Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Is the internet a sandwich?
Well, yes, of course it is.
Of course it's erased.
I mean, in the future.
There will be sandwiches.
In the future, there will be robots. Oh yeah, I need to show you the DS9 documentary.
The rockumentary.
You love it just like you love the other things that they gave you that you never have time to watch. Great survey question. Have you ever beaten the original Legend of Zelda? Followed by the question, have you played the PS1?
Yes.
On the food message board on GameFAQs, somebody has the audacity to ask, "Wow, is this an actual board?" How dare you, sir?
Yes.
This guy says that liver is the bomb, smothered in gravy and sauteed onions, but what about Aflac?
Was the liver and Phantom's yolk?
Hawkeye's eating so much liver that he can only make love if he's smothered in bacon and onions, I heard. Holy shit, I didn't know General Hospital was this crazy. Let me guess, Evil Twin? Yes. Oh. Something got murdered.
Red spinered myself.
CW, formerly known as the WB channel, The Good Old Days.
Those good old
Did
boys.
anyone think that the days of the WB were the good old days?
No. The WWW canceled. About homeboys from outer space. Come on.
What about the goddamn frog?
Hold on a second. I'm getting a call that I need to get. Hello?
We're back. It's crazy. Taxi 87.
Yes. Our air conditioner isn't working, so I was contacting our landlord person to.
Your landlord person is wonderful and always fixes stuff, right? This says the cassette tapes are coming back, baby.
Look at that one over there. Come on.
Yes. It's like, you know, I loved cassette tapes back in the day, but no thanks.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like I'm sure 8-tracks were like, you know, wonderful in their day, but freaking
They weren't.
oh. Yeah, like, you know, being able to just
There
plug
was-
something in
There was an episode of First Wave where like Weird Eddie like, you know, was doing something with some I don't know, I forget what he was doing, like trying to set up some recording stuff or something, and then like he found it. It's like, hey, it's my old Doobie Brothers tape, and he found some 8-track tape in his drawer or something.
Then he smoked
The
some doobies.
Doobie Brothers, Foster. Then he said that like when he was a kid, he had a wonderful pet turtle that died, and then he put him in a jar. He's still around here somewhere.
Oh God! Oh wait! I used that jar for my pee. And chicken scratch and kitchen scratch.
And his weed, apparently.
Yes. You put your weed in there. Okay, so let's run, slide, hit the ramp, and take a shit.
And hope you don't die.
In case you're interested,
That's
there's
the
still
first
some
time.
positions available for that bonus opportunity.
For that boner?
I mentioned earlier. Again, all you gotta do is let us disassemble you. We're not banging rocks together here. We know how to put them back
Banging
together.
boners.
So that's a complete reassembly. New vitals, spit shine on the old ones, plus we're scooping out tumors.
We'll
Frankly,
give
ought
you a
to be paying
Scooby-Doo tape.
What about the Doobie Brothers?
I love my 8-track to the Doobie Brothers.
Thank you.
Maybe
I
hand-holding.
can't believe I'm thanking these people. For staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real
Drunken transient
contributions
hobo
to society
fucker.
for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings,
If you
please
had
throw
any
them
humanity.
to one of the newspapers and sticks cluttering up the building. For many of you, I realize $60 is an unprecedented windfall, so don't go spending it all on, I don't know, Carolyn, what is
Hookers and blow?
hats, beer, dirt.
Hey, you guys.
Right when boss said that. Snake eater. Make some lemons.
Carolyn.
Carolyn.
Do I know this woman? Did I kill her? Or... Oh my God. Look, you're doing a great job. Can you handle things for yourself?
Oh my God, I'm Carolyn's
I
father.
need to think.
Oh my God.
behind me, right?
Oh shit.
Welp.
Welcome to the Enrichment Center.
Just coughing just like you
Since
were.
making test participation mandatory for all employees, the quality of our test subjects has risen dramatically. Employee retention, however, has not. As a result, you may have heard we're going to phase out human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up, though. The bean counters told me we literally could not afford to buy $7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought them anyway. Ground them up, mixed them into a gel. Guess what? Ground up moon rocks are pure poison. I am deathly ill. Still, it turns out they're a great portal conductor.
How did he buy them from NASA or the aliens?
Portals can somehow lead
He
to
had
lunar
no
poison
money
in
or
a
anything.
man's bloodstream. I might give you lemons, make lemon.
He took out a loan.
Let's all stay positive and do some science. That said, I would really appreciate it if you could test as fast as possible.
Really appreciate you for doing some science. Really appreciate if you could suck. Woo! Ain't that something? What?
We're wrapping over here. Right, Sadie?
Why is that the only portable spot?
Because that is how they get you.
That's clearly how they get me.
I don't know why you put a portal there in the first place.
Okay, somehow that. Pickings with the buttons. Things of that nature. 23 skidoo.
The hell is a squirrel doodle doo doo?
Yes. Magic one.
And a juggalo.
Find the term juggalo.
A Klingon juggalo.
Stuff.
Confused with the duff. is how the box looked when Dad gave it to me.
As we know, the freaking post office is anti-Semitic and doesn't give a shit about your packages.
Neither does the rain.
You ever seen
According to DK, that's a stupid question. Remember in Cobra Aphis? Remember Cobra Aphis?
Yes. Drank that.
Remember Easter 2019?
Yes. Remember 8-pack?
Remember Easter 2017?
It was 2016.
This is the home running pizza that Mom brought home for me and Song to eat before Shawno.
Good times.
This is the gyros burger that you've never had, and I want to try that again so bad. Remember they had cherry Mountain Dew ice?
Yes.
Haven't had it forever. Remember we got that bratwurst pizza?
Yes, I do.
Crazy.
Those cowbells ringing.
About them cowbells.
Race cars, fucking race cars.
That time somebody made it rain McNuggies.
Yes. That's you a day, motherfucker.
Maplewood meets bologna. So good.
There goes that stuff there.
Song is so busy at work. I totally need to go to Taco Bell again sometime and need to try more of these, right?
Fucking Dewey Decimal System, man. Pure poison.
I was like, what was the shanty again? Oh, was that like Father's Day we went there or
Yeah.
something? And that was the place where like they fucked up your sandwich and then fixed it.
Yeah.
Good times.
Oh, God. We ordered pizza on Tuesday, and like I said could it be ready at like 6:15, and like the stupid person like I don't think understood what I was getting at. It's like they'll be ready at 6:35, and I'm like, what? Okay. I thought like maybe it was gonna take them longer. Then she said, no, 6:10. Sorry, and it's like I wanted for 6:15, you fucking bitch. And that's totally what I said.
No, I don't understand how time works.
But like also too, I think like they overcooked it and it wasn't as good as it should have been.
I know this poutine burger. We gotta go get that again.
You loved it.
Yes, I did. I thought this picture said worst Coke. And then it took me a second to realize it says woke Coke. Remember when these guys were on Conan together? I want somebody to Photoshop woke Spock next to them. No, it should not, Song. Alright, what else do you want me to look up online for amusing conversation topics? If that could work, it was like if you had done it closer to that exit, maybe it would. Try shooting, yeah. It's a too far away.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I don't know how that was supposed to be solved, so I'm just gonna go with that.
Well, it wasn't that, I'll tell you that. Wait, did that skip the lemon rant? Or did he say that?
I don't think he said any lemon rant.
I guess doing that skip the lemon rant dialogue.
Oh, God.
Like, I need need some water. Oh wait, I don't have any water.
That's not water, brother. Oh, poor Papa.
This part gives some motion sickness, so you better solve it quickly. There's nothing up there to hit. City is so done with this.
Just have to fall right.
The question is, Bruce, why do we fall?
Question is, where's the trigger?
About bears and rabbits.
On the bottom. Shit. Shit.
Go back in. Just go look down and shoot orange again. You might have enough from going in that orange. Unless you fuck up.
It's called stinking with portals.
Ratmus is stinking up the place. Carol, oh my balls. This is one of my least liked rooms right here. I just gotta hurry up and beat this so we can do single player.
Single multiplayer.
So we can do co-op player, not single player.
What lemons? What are you talking about?
Just worse, skipping potatoes to the lemon red.
Lemon, right?
Cancers both.
Yeah, but tell me the odds.
Tell me the odds, Gladys. Person's still doing blind one. Oh yeah, Black Scorpion. I need to show you what I was talking about.
The boobies.
Yeah. Look at this shelf, okay? Sadly, it's here, so you can't see it. This is what I was talking about.
That's how she arrests people.
This is, from a person who knows how to design good box art. Yes, this is the other side.
Whoa. Yes.
It's got a making of documentary and audio commentaries. Screensaver. Spanish subtitles.
She
She's bold, she's beautiful, her sting is deadly. Has she ever stung anyone? No. She ever killed Amanda? Is there a better DVD box than this? No. Should say, may God bless on that Black Scorpion's boobs.
God bless these boobies.
What would the Forest Temple say about that?
Boobies.
Movie. What was that guy's name on Sonic the Hedgehog?
Professor Von Schlimmer.
Schlimmer? What do we have to do to get a Schlimmer penis to work? Let me tell you.
She fucked me.
Puzzle area. I wasn't talking about that, I was talking about this.
Last one, I gotta get this all placed.
That's not how it works. Instead of chicken and waffles, did you see that IHOP commercial that says they have chicken and pancakes?
Yeah.
Wish I could go to IHOP.
Too lazy to drive yourself there and eat alone. So.
I'm way too lazy to eat alone. Isn't there a medical condition that makes your breath smell like alcohol? Alcoholism? Your wife says you never buy her flowers. Is that true? To be honest, I never knew she sold flowers. See? Hello? According to this, chipmunks are legally classified as vermin, which means now the chipmunks can be killed with no legal consequences.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I said it.
So basically, Dave could just, use them as slaves and take the money that they earn,
Yes.
Nope.
They have no rights.
just like David Cross
Yes, he has no rights.
about his uncle.
Who's his uncle?
Is that asshole guy in Two Toots?
Yeah.
Is that, Two Buttes, though?
Habba habba.
Hibbity hebba.
Hoobity habbity fried chicken.
Yes. Up there. Yep.
Whoa. DK's new podcast is up. I don't want to listen to it. I just want to see how long it is.
Who you wanted to listen to, Burger?
Stop!
Can't stop believing me, bro. Making progress. Breakfast cereals.
I'm not even sure if that's the new one or not, because it was an hour and 22 minutes. I could have sworn that was how long the last one was. um, so, you know how Fortune Street got screwed up last night?
Yeah.
But the whole game was recorded. I managed to make it into one video, and I'm going to podcast it Saturday afternoon.
Oh,
And,
we'll know who won.
yes. Except spoilers. I already said that if I didn't win, I was just going to delete the whole fucking thing and try again.
So you won.
Yes. I got a tenderloin dinner out of the deal.
Oh. Somebody grilled some, tenderloins, let's just say.
I believe Son will be doing more Incredibles tonight, and I think there's supposed to be a barbecue tonight and tomorrow. So then Steffi said that, she won't be able to do anything for like a long time because of DK leaving town or whatever.
Going to Tennessee. Going to Old Charlie's.
You didn't have time to stop, I understand. But that was actually important. Paradoxes. No AI can resist.
Hey Soldier, how's it going? Good to see you.
How are you going? Gonna do some paradoxes.
We are.
Guess because I got a mouse in my pocket. She's just bored with life.
Maestro Michel Mouse.
Yes.
Are we having fun yet?
We were born having fun. Totally. Here's our working brother.
I guess we're having fun.
Oh.
Where the hell did Sadie go anyways?
She's over there. I'll check on her.
Okay.
She's totally
So you had to go to that stupid house this morning, and you got to go to the stupid house back there again. Is it ever going to end? Like, isn't today supposed to be the last day ever?
Yeah, she needs to have everything done for the closing tomorrow. And spoilers, it's not.
So you're coming back tomorrow, even though you don't want to?
I have a doctor thing, and I've got a bunch of other shit I put off. Plus, the person is supposed to come and fix our AC, hopefully. So, like,
So she's SOL?
yeah, like, there's only so much I can do.
Yeah, which is why you hired movers to throw all that shit in the.
Like, all she did was
dumpster.
complain about all the shit that those guys did, and it's like, she's lucky that, that they weren't
This
the
has
worst.
been going on since February.
Yep.
That's 6 months.
Yes, February.
Still, it's a better plan than exploding. Marginally.
Marginally. Plus, the post office sent me, a letter saying that they hate Israel and everything it stands for, and our, town that my family lives in said that, they're up Schitt's Creek and should go fuck themselves. So
It's okay. The president said the same things.
For God's sake, your boxes with legs. It's literally your only purpose. Walking onto bike. How
What's
can you
going
not
on?
do the one thing you're designed for?
Now's a good time for me to BRB, so have fun with Soldier
Really
Man.
hot? Boy, okay, colder, ice cold, you're Arctic now. You're very cold. Very, very, very cold.
You're very
Let's
stupid.
Just get on the button. Oh, that's funny. Oh, it's funny.
Yes,
because
it's
we've
funny.
been at this for 12 hours, and you haven't solved it either, so I don't know why you're laughing. You've got 1 hour. Solve it.
boxes. Box. Yes, I played this once. Not that you can really hear me. I don't think there's anywhere else I can interact with the stuff there. Oh, look at that clock. Oh, okay, I didn't see this. It's not like my brother who's played this several times. But we have to kill him.
Solve his puzzle for him. When he comes back, I'll hit him with a paradox.
Ah, yes. I knew you'd solve it.
Hey, moron.
Oh. Hello?
Alright, paradox time.
True. I'll go true. Yeah, that was easy. I'll be honest, I might have read that one before then. Sort of
He's
cheating.
a moron.
There is no answer. Look, this place is going to blow up if I don't get back to my body.
False. I'll go false.
Explosion imminent. Evacuate the
Hold on.
facility
I thought I
immediately.
fixed that.
Warning. Reactor core is at critical.
There. Fixed. Hey, it is great seeing you guys again. Seriously. It turns out I'm a little bit short on test subjects right now, so this works out perfect. And off we go. You have no idea what it's like in this body. I have to test all the time, or I get this itch. You know, it must be hardwired into the system or something. Oh, but I tell you, when I do test, oh man alive, nothing feels better. It's just so you're gonna test, I'm gonna watch. Everything is gonna be just.
Warning. Core overheating. Nuclear
Shut
meltdown
up!
imminent.
Clean ladies use some sort of horrible smelling chemical in my bathroom sink when I try to get water, like it stinks of like a vinegary type smell that's terrible.
Oh, well done. Oh, that's tremendous. Oh.
Yes,
Really
Ratmus has
good.
played this game
here's
and
my
beaten
thing.
it,
Keep
just
making
not in a few
tests
years
so
or whatever.
Why
He's
don't
seen
you just
me
keep
do it
solving
many times.
this test? It's like, what? And I can just watch you solve it. Yeah, that sounds much easier. Here we go. Now, do it again. And nothing. All right, can't blame me for trying. Okay, new tests. New tests. Gotta be some tests around here somewhere. Oh, here we go.
Alright, so my paradox idea didn't work.
So Carolyn. My Carolyn idea didn't work.
My Carolyn's senses are tingling.
Carolyn, I want to speak to the manager. Taylor Swift is going to be very busy. She should be homeless.
It shouldn't be hard to stay alive long enough to find him.
It's all right. Everything's good. I just invented some more tests.
Krispy Kreme is releasing Kit Kat donuts.
Charlie,
Whoa.
look at the word test there on the wall. That's brand new.
How about Rita Repulsa?
Bury my shell at Wounded Knee.
Cowabunga.
Hello, CT, CV.
GCB and over there.
Welcome. My brother Ratmus is playing this game. Bigfoot?
Listen to Sasquatch. What?
Oh wow! Well done. Seriously, both of you. Why didn't you two go on ahead? Yeah, I'll just catch that.
I just love looking at the news.
I'm looking at Huey Lewis and the news.
Much rather read about Huey Lewis in the news than the actual news.
Well, got some more, to be honest. I'll get back to you on that.
How's Sadie doing?
Dead inside.
I'd love to have you solve the tests, but I can't. You're on your own.
Valve could count to 3, then we'd have Left 4 Dead 3, right?
This test myself. Now
Probably played
on
it.
smaller
in-house
tests
earlier.
that I found lying around.
Was there a game announced or that came out that was sort of like a spiritual success for New Left 4 Dead, but wasn't? But nobody gave a shit.
Sounds right though.
Left 4 Dead is one of those games that, like, when it came out and it was new and everything, we played it so effing much, and then we just stopped, and then never again because we just can't. I don't know about Left 4 Dead prequel, but yeah, that's why my idea was to make, instead of Portal 3, make a prequel called Portal 0, because they should be able to count to 0, right?
Yes.
I can totally make that, right?
Right, okay, this is taking too long, okay? I'll just tell you how to solve the test.
and that's why I can't tell time.
Never mind. Never mind. Solve it yourself. You're on your own. Oh, yes. Well done.
That's the stuff hostess.
I think so. I mean, my idea for Portal Zero was that it's, I say it's a prequel, but really my idea is that it starts out after Portal 2, and it would also like half the game would be flashbacks and half the game would be present time after Portal 2, so it'd only be half a prequel.
It'd be like the second, Snow White and the Huntsman movie, in other words.
If you really want to know, my idea was that Portal Zero would be like a 2-player game, kind of like Resident Evil Zero. It would be like a cooperative story mode, which you could play either with like an AI person, I guess, or a human.
Or Jams, you guess?
So like it would start out with Gladys realizes that there's something wrong with the facility. It turns out that like a stored personality core of Cave Johnson is trying to take over, and she realizes that she needs help to stop it. So she sends Atlas and Peabody out into the world to go find Chell. And so like you would start out playing as Atlas and Peabody, and then you would find Chell and bring her back to the facility, and then it would somehow like switch into a prequel. It would be a flashback portion where it'd be before Gladys took over the facility, and you would play as like one person would play as Ratman, and somebody would play as somebody else, either a robot or another person. So there'd be a section playing as like Ratman back in the day before Gladys. I guess it would explain more about how Gladys took over, and maybe how Cave Johnson got himself into a core, and I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm not a writer. I don't have a whole fleshed out idea, but those were just some of my ideas. He thinks that it should be about Ratman throughout the whole story being the protagonist. I don't know if he's enough to carry like the whole game. That's why I thought like half flashbacks, and then it would come back to the present day. Maybe somehow through the flashbacks you would find out that like Chell and Ratman would meet up in the present time, and then maybe Chell and Ratman, again being 2 players, could continue playing on, trying to, I guess, either stop Cave Johnson from taking over, or maybe they want to replace Gladys with Cave Johnson's core. I don't know. They would become lovers.
There's some fanfic right there.
But they're both in love with the companion cube. Threesome? That's great, Ratmus. How does that help you?
Because I'm thinking, alright. Again.
We get another phone call?
Hello?
Portal 2 YouTube poop? But have you played my, custom levels on Steam? It's a great way to play Portal 3. You're saying YouTube poop is not good content? Oh. Let's see. We ain't got all day, Ratmus.
Spoiler, I'm trying to figure out how to solve it.
Spoilers, I'm about to tell you because we're running out of time.
Alright, fine, one.
Bring the cube back to you. Put the funnel where you had it before.
Over here.
Yes, right now take the cube and you jump in with it.
I was gonna try that next, but I'm just trying to think like. Oh, I can jump this way? Okay.
No, you can post the link. So it's gonna be some loud thing. News, Insta Audio is shutting down. Alright, I'm gonna play this.
This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1. Sarcasm self-test complete.
Good job, thumbs up. Squirtle doodle dee doo.
Oh, disappointed.
It's free based on the settings in the rocket.
I didn't even see how you did that exactly. Good job. Alright.
Probably Carol.
Alright, so that last test was seriously disappointing. Apparently, being civil isn't motivating you, so let's try her way, alright? Fatty, adopted Fatty, no parents. What?
What exactly is wrong with being adopted?
What's wrong with being adopted? Lack of parents.
For the record, you are adopted, and that's terrible.
And also, nothing. But some of my best friends actually are orphans.
Also,
But
look at her, you moron. She's not fat.
I am not a moron! Just do the test. Just do the test.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center. This next test involves the Aperture Science aerial faceplate. It was part of an initiative to investigate how well test subjects could solve problems when they were catapulted into deadly acid. Results were highly informative. They could not.
Yes.
This next test may result in your death. Good luck. How is this even science without the possibility of death? Your vitals remain well within testing norms, so there is no need to worry about sudden death from deadly acid. Federal regulations require me to warn you that one of these times you'll be so fat that you'll jump, and you'll just drop into acid probably. If you want to know what that's like, think back to the time you killed me, and substitute yourself for me, and substitute deadly neurotoxin for the deadly acid. Yes, I get it. You love the deadly acid. We all love the deadly acid. The subtext of that acid pit is acid. The content of the pit is also acid. I'll let you fully absorb it.
Some of that dialogue, like I didn't recognize if maybe it was like unused dialogue or some of it may have been like obscure dialogue. I think some of it was from the DLC. Also, it clearly sounds like you managed to get that from a clean source. Those look like doors, but they're not. Yeah.
Okay.
The co-op DLC that Cobra still never did.
Well, not now. If I'm such a
Because it
moron,
has no
why can't I
achievements.
do a test?
I might have pushed that moron thing a little too far this time.
The part where she was talking about the subtext and the context, I know that's from the DLC.
And the acid. How wheat is your problem?
I do speedruns of this game on console, and if I submitted my time, which I would never do, I'd be like
Oh, sorry,
number
sorry,
one in
sorry,
the world for
I didn't
console,
disturb you too much
because
there.
nobody would ever speedrun this on console.
So that's just what I was doing. Just
Was I,
reading,
would I be number one? I forget.
books. So nothing more. Yeah, just finish the last one. Just now the hardest one. Machiavelli. Do not know what all the fuss was about. Understood it perfectly. Have you read that one? Yeah, thank you. Well, on with the test. Wish there was more books. Well, there's not.
Let's see. Portal 2, Inbounds, single player. Looking at all the people who play on PC, where my time would be. And I saw somebody on PS3 there for a second. Thought I did. Not help me with it. Okay, now somebody on PS3 has a time of 1:44. This damn thing's taking forever to load. Yeah, so I guess if you only looked at the times of people on console, not PC, I would be second on speedruns.com. Oh. Be number one on 360.
Oh, what was that? There was nothing. There was nothing.
The body he's squatting in, my body, has a built-in euphoric response to testing. Eventually, you build up a resistance to it. It can get a little unbearable unless you have the mental capacity to
Did you say Switch?
It didn't matter to me. I was in it for the
Portal 2 is on Switch? Is that true? It's impossible.
mind me, just moving the old test chamber a little bit closer to me. And I thought maybe proximity to the test solving might give us stronger results. What was that? Ah, bless your little primate brain. I'm not actually in the room with you, am I? Technology. It's complicated.
Come on, Wi-Fi, bitch.
Cold face.
No, I don't know why some people said it was. I don't think it is.
Search for your love.
Please.
If he's not getting his solution before he'll be competing all in trouble.
Don't mind me, just moving the old test chamber a little bit closer to
It
me.
says it's misleading
I thought
clickbait.
maybe. Ah, bless your little primate brain.
Might be Portal 2 bridge constructor that they're talking about.
Garbage. The big old cold face.
Speedruns.com said that it was on Switch. It's not. Thanks for lying to me, speedruns.com.
Locks and shit.
Again with this thing. Okay, yes, this is definitely a new podcast from DK. Here's some weird nerd questions. There's like it shows a bunch of different characters and it says to defend you, the rest attack, choose wisely. Obviously on this one, the correct answer is to have Jack Bauer defend you.
Yes.
Are you absolutely sure you're solving these correctly? I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways to solve them and you're picking all the worst ways. No, that wasn't the solution. Ah, what am I missing?
So you want purple to attack you, right?
Obviously you want Nick Offerman to defend you. Look up. Who else on here would want to defend you? I guess this guy because he has, a knife and a hammer. I mean, a wrench and a hammer. What the hell am I saying?
Get a knife and a wrench. There you are. Are you still dead?
wait. I'm going to tape you solving these, and then watch 10.
Soldier immediately left in disgust, yes.
Burst of science. Oh, on a related note, I only need you to solve
Of
these
course it's
10
your
times.
fault.
Anyway, just give me a wave, would you, before you solve this one, alright? I don't want to spoil the ending when I watch it later.
Just like Quack came here and immediately left in disgust, right, Quack?
I thought the quack smiled back.
Good evening.
That's how you doing there, quack.
How the hell are ya? As somebody would say.
What was intended.
Ratmus is busy scrubby bubbling this up.
Quacktastic.
So I asked Arson what the hell this is, and it's his cat Wash, who is like in a weird pose in a picture, but to me it looks like a fucking squirrel. Just got home for a doctor appointment for knee problems. I hope the doctor, fixed everything and said it was, all gonna be good and fine, right? That's what happened?
Yes.
Because that's what, always happens.
That's what friends and doctors are for.
Oh wait, he probably told you that, your knees are fucked and there's nothing he can do. Which is exactly what he said. Classic doctors. My mom has knee problems too, and that's probably what they told her. Give her so many effing shots. Doesn't help.
So many effing shots in the driver's seat.
Whee! You're gonna finish this, and I'm gonna be like, all right, it's time to start co-op, and you're gonna be like, oh, it's too late. I gotta, go to McDonald's because
I gotta go to McDonald's to take a shit.
And that fucking bitch.
Bitch stands bar, bitch.
Gonna be like, Ratmus, you leave when I say it's time for you to leave.
You bitch.
Oh my god.
First time.
Sorry, Quack. I mean,
So that's how my life sounds a lot of the times.
that's how my back is, basically.
Doctor said you need a backiotomy.
No, they didn't even say that.
Then you're fucked.
Pretty much fucked. Oh. Interesting.
Interesting view. It really is.
Says that his doctor told him to always take the elevator instead of the stairs and not to squat. So you can't do any exercises, in other words?
So always try to take a shit.
What if the elevator's broken? Oh god. He says he can't shit. He medically he can't shit.
That's some shit.
That's some serious shit.
I realized this was over here and I
Fucked up. Should have realized that it was over there.
did the flip call, alright?
What about the flip mode?
It's the squid dog.
Would you rather eat squid or tube grubs? Well, you can't eat squid. The cube comes flying out at you. That's what you meant, right? That's what that was intended. Well, that's good. I'm sure Ratmus wants to tell you his story about falling off a ladder, right?
I like, all the horrible shit that's just been going on with me today. Cause
Nobody wants to hear about your day.
about how my AC is fucking broken and has to come at 8 in the morning and shit.
We already know about your AC because everyone, on stream heard your phone calls. No, just kidding, I'm muted.
All the grown calls.
Quack wasn't even here for that anyways. His AC is out, but he's not even there, so who
That's not
cares?
even the worst of it, right?
Of course it's not the worst of it. The worst of it is your, physical and mental problems. The other stupid thing is this crazy woman is trying to sell her house, and Ratmus, has been trying to be a worker for like literally 6 months. The house is supposed to close tomorrow, and it's still
she's nowhere near ready.
Still not ready.
Because she would dilly dally, say, "Oh, I'll go through this shit," and didn't.
Like literally the first time I met her, Ratmus and I go over there to help her with boxes. We get there and she's asleep in the chair. When we walk in, like with the TV on, and this is at 12 noon. I think she sat down. She had like made herself lunch and sat down in front of the TV, and instead of eating it, just fell asleep, and then just left it there. But who does that, according to me? Let's see if Ratmus screwed this up or not. Apparently Quack's mom does that. Ratmus, do you still sleep with your eyes open?
Yes.
You sleep with one eye open because you never know when the Cardassians are going to break in and kill you?
Yes.
In the Deep Space Nine documentary that I need to remember to give to you before you leave,
Documentary.
basically, Kira said something like she would have been fine if they had written her to fall in love with a Cardassian, any Cardassian, as long as it wasn't Gul Dukat. And I was like, what if it was his cousin? He's got that sexy. He's got those sexy mutton chops,
Yes. Oh, I'm like, why isn't that doing its job? Away because it's
Like
slightly
1 millimeter off. Fucking portals,
Porto's, drunk on itself.
It's getting high in its own supply, if you know what I'm saying. Just kidding, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Walk over.
To what?
Never mind then. Don't put a portal there.
Okay, we're gonna put a portal.
A funnel.
Okay.
Now funnel the other cube up. Not that cube.
This one?
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna do. You told me not to do that.
But you were gonna put a portal under it, and then it wouldn't go going like this instead of what it's supposed to do.
That's not what I was gonna do.
That's not what I'm gonna
You
do.
solved it, didn't you? I told you to tell me.
told you
first. Why are you making this so hard for me?
Remember when I told you that he was specifically designed
Yes, your knee problems are the direct result of being drunk.
not to maintain any of the crucial functions required to keep this
Wonderful
facility
fucking genetics, probably.
I mean, did you hurt your knee? Because I hurt my knee once, 25 years ago.
We didn't have no P. Diddy back then.
Damn right, it was a better time.
Oh, my Carolyn.
You hurt her 23 years ago. What year did I actually? Let me see if I can figure out what year I actually heard it.
One last tremor for other ones then. Two. One or two more tremors in there just for fun.
I'm not sure, but it was sometime between 94 and 96, I think. So probably 95, 96. So let's see, if it was 96, then that was 23 years ago, right? So Quack and I may have hurt our knees in like the same year.
At the same time, in the same place.
Luckily, I haven't had like any problems with it since like 2000 or so. See, I was in high school at the time. Yes, that is a potato.
Here's a potato.
Hello, welcome to the potato.
Are you doing? You just go by Binks after that because I've seen you on that, Xander's channel.
You've been in Xander's channel? I think his name is Jal Jal Binks, like Jar Jar Binks, except not. My brother Ratmus is playing the game. I also have a photograph of him with a cardboard cutout of Jar Jar Binks. Look, here's a potato. Hi, it's Vince with Slap Chop. But yeah, long story short, Quack, I was in high school, I was in Boy Scouts, I ran and jumped over a thing, landed horribly wrong, and totally destroyed like the inside of my left knee. For some reason, they never like did surgery on it. I just had like physical therapy for like months and months and months, and they were just like, "Well, deal with it." I mean, it's probably like, probably the inside of it is just totally destroyed, and there's nothing they can do about it. Luckily, it doesn't really. I mean, it doesn't hurt, and it doesn't really affect me day to day. Although, I wouldn't try to run on it or do anything with it because
Run for fun.
it could pop out of its socket or something. I don't know. But I've had more problems with my back in the last 10 years than my knees. It was the day we were supposed to watch the. Wow. I mean, he is a Sith Lord, right?
Don't fuck the Sith Lord.
Quack says that because of hurting his knees, he never saw the, Birds and the Bees film at school, so he still doesn't know how sex works.
Just like the rest of us. I mean, what about magnets, huh?
I mean, imagine if you missed the video that explained how magnets works, then you'd never know how magnets works. That's what happened to ICP. Howdy, partner.
I'm gonna bust you in the ass.
Holy shit. We got Quackity Quack, we got Saucy Mike, we got new people over here that I don't hang out in Xander's, very much because he normally plays games that I don't care about, so. But I definitely know who Angry Man Xander is. He's my best friend. Spoilers, he's a friend. By the way, I accidentally butt dialed Xander the other day. That's a true story.
It's like, what the fuck, Salsa?
I was going to McDonald's. Was it last night? No, it was 2 nights ago, I think. I was going to McDonald's, and I got in the car, and I put my hand in my pocket to pull out my phone to put it in the cup holder, and somehow with me grabbing the phone out of my pocket, it went beep, beep, boop, 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 punched a bunch of buttons, and the fucking thing called Xander. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I, immediately canceled the call, but then later he was like, why'd you call me? I accidentally...
New phone, who dis?
No, he did not answer. Nor did I fart.
Just butt dialed him and started farting.
Oh, I went there to get McNuggets because I used to Well, I still love McDonald's hot mustard sauce, and if you don't know what the hell McDonald's hot mustard sauce is, well, you're missing out because it's the best hot mustard sauce ever. But they discontinued it 4 years ago, at least where I live. So I haven't had hot mustard in years. And PB and Jammies has hot mustard sauce in Canada, and he mailed me a package with like 50 hot mustard sauces. In fact, let me put that in my Dropbox so I can show you guys. In fact, Ratmus and I are going to go and get more McNuggets for dinner today so that Ratmus and I can enjoy more of the hot mustard sauce together.
We're doing it, Sadie.
Oh, Quack saw the tweet. Saucy Mike still has hot mustard in his town. Well, we don't because we live in a third world country called Illinois.
Is this the last chamber thing?
Great. Yeah,
No.
just getting a test ready for you. Obviously, that's what I'm
Yes, this is the penultimate
So,
test for
let's
this chapter.
see,
Spoilers.
Sadie, correct?
There is no X.
Sadie's freaking out.
I'll make it for your testing.
Then the sauce. Saucy Mike loves talking about sauce, right?
Everything good. Perfect. What do you go? I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam off, I thought I lost it. When poking around for other test subjects, no luck there. Everyone's still dead. Oh, I did find something though. Reminds me, I've got a big
I've got
surprise
a
for you.
lovely bunch of coconut.
Seriously, look forward to it.
Wait, you're in Canada too, Saucy Mike? Well, that explains it. Like it's,
You guys are neighbors, right? All
It's-
Canada's together.
I mean, I would hope that hot mustard sauce is available somewhere besides Canada, but maybe Canada's the only place that has it now. I don't know. Here's what happened to the box. It got destroyed in the rain. Yes, it says hot mustard, not mustard, and then Moutard Forte because it's Canadian, like Wolverine, you know.
Yes.
And then here's my dinner that I had with it a couple nights ago. Yeah, it was. He sent me over 50 of them. A couple of them got a little bit destroyed at the bottom of the box. Still over 50. I don't know how much he, paid to send that. James is awesome.
I'm like, why am I not stepping on this effing button here? Hey, a fake plate.
Baby. Alright, what were we talking about besides hot mustard? Wait, nothing else matters? Got a snack crate and all the chocolate bars were melted. Damn. No. And you're dead.
That's what I needed to do. Eat some gluten with the wheat and the things of that nature. Fucking really.
Probably stole it, yeah. I've never heard of snack crates. I assume they're like loot crates, but for
Crate
snacks. And they're cray-cray. Bacon flavored pretzels from Poland sounds nice. So now you got Faith stuck in my head. And I have a headache. There's no water to drink. Should take a bath in the sink that's full of vinegar.
Yeah, vinegar.
Yes. No, by Limp Bizkit. Is that even real? I don't even know what Limp Bizkit, even sounds like. I've never heard a song by them, nor do I ever want to. So I thought that was a fucking joke. You should totally make a quick save here, because otherwise all this will be lost. Apparently Limp Bizkit did a cover of Faith by George Michael, and I've never,
You never believed it.
save over something. Can't save over an auto save, but you can save over anything else.
You two are gonna love this big surprise.
You're gonna love my nuts.
You might say you're going
You
to
too. What
love
if they
it.
did a cover of Faith?
Yeah,
It's you for Mr. Bench.
love it.
I thought it was you 8.
Do you think?
All right, I don't know whether you're
voice
picking up on what I'm saying there, but
Thanks.
Where's that gif you love?
Me a Han giving the thumbs down.
No, not that one.
Alright, he's not trying to be subtle anymore. Or maybe he still is, in which case,
This
well,
one.
that's kind of sad.
bunch of fingers.
Either way, I get the impression he's about to kill us.
Carry on.
Cheerio. Best and bangers and shit.
Only 3 more chambers to your big surprise.
All those chambers to death. Not that funny.
Oh,
It wasn't that funny. Brother named Billy, and my teeth look silly.
Break it down, yeah.
Alright, Song had to go for work reasons. She should be home and streaming at like 6:30 or 7 our time. Good job, that's not gonna do shit.
Need to be over there.
Alright, so what else do you guys want to discuss? And your dad. Ratmus is dead.
I'd say he's just pooped out.
Better than pooping. Well, I know that our mom has had cortisone shots, and I don't think she ever had any bad side effects from them, so. That should be fine. Yeah, definitely no death. What the side effects may include death.
What is escaflownaise?
Ask your doctor if escaflownaise is the right anime for you. It may cause death. Death of nearby bones. I didn't know bones were alive.
I didn't know the show Bones was any good.
I didn't know the show Bones was still going. I thought bones, weren't alive because, a skeleton is dead.
Yes. Skeletor.
Skeletor is alive, yes. He's ready for the sequel.
Damn right he is. So this sequel puts it back in. Okay.
Put it back in.
So I need to get gel over there, right?
I was trying to think of Cave Johnson line. You get the gel.
Get the gel.
A temporary flare of pain and inflammation of the joint. Isn't that what that's supposed to fix? See, it's only temporary. If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger, right?
Does the body good.
Yeah, just, have some calcium. It'll make the joints better. Yes, that sounds like Ratmus's life. Let's make your pain twice as bad today so it can feel 1% better tomorrow. Is that a good deal?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the doctors will give you. I had a doctor once who wasn't so nice, Quack. You want me to tell you what he said? After I'd come in like 3 times complaining about pain, and 3 times he said, everything was fine and there's nothing he could do. He finally, basically angrily, he pointed to his computer of a list of people. He's like, see this list of people? These are all the patients I have to see today, and every one of them has pain that I can do nothing about, so deal with it.
And he got an award for being the best doctor ever.
Yes. By that I mean he should have got punched in the dick. After that it was I'm not going to this guy anymore. A month ago, I had a terrible sore throat and cough, and I lost my voice with laryngitis for a week. And I went to an urgent care doctor, and she was actually really nice. And the funny thing is, it was an urgent care place, and it was a huge building that had it probably had 40 different exam rooms. But I went at a time where there was nobody there. I think there was 2 doctors working, and there was only me and one other person being treated, and it was like a ghost town. And they saw me really fast. I didn't have to wait very long. She was really nice, and she said that that I don't have strep. It's just a virus that's going to go away on its own, and take some. I mean, she basically said, well, there's nothing I can do. Take some cough drops. But at least she did confirm that it's a temporary thing that's going to go away. It's not like your back pain or your knee pain or where it's well, there's nothing we can do. You're going to be in pain for the rest of your life. At least she said, like, this is going to go run its course. So at least that was nice.
Robots here that are, designed to masturbate each other.
This is the part where I kill you. Had a bit of a brainwave. There I was, smashing.
I had a bit of a brain fart.
And I thought to myself, yeah, it's deadly. What's missing? What's missing? And I thought, lots of sharp bits welded onto the fine bits. It's still a work in progress. Don't judge me yet. No. Don't do that.
Don't judge
Stand
me.
right here. Stand. Where'd you go? Come back. No, seriously, do come back. Please, come back, please. Okay, look, I've decided I'm not going to kill you. Okay, if you go.
Goku, I'm going to kill you.
Just thinking back to the
My
old times.
back pain, my doctor basically said I'm fucked.
Go ahead and listen. And I would say something.
My shoulder got ripped to shit.
Come back.
They get fucked.
These days. But notice you're not coming back. That is disappointing.
That killed you.
I've got an idea. Oh, yes. In your face, I've got one. Fine. Let the games begin.
It's great music. Sounds like a great idea. Then you'll be arrested.
Like, stupid drug tests are like they can't tell that shit apart.
We have that stupid family reunion. No, we have that stupid family party coming up on Sunday. Mom is going to be making a poppy seed cake tomorrow. Awesome. You ever had poppy seed cake, Quack?
Whatever you tasted, we.
That's the picture I have of poppy seed cake? I have a better picture than that.
We'll take one.
No, I have a better picture of it. It's just
That's
that's
right.
I can replace that picture.
Silently killing you, probably. Right again. Ah, was that your bullet? Riddle bullet flying out of the roof? Oh, those were the crap turrets, weren't they? Yeah. Well, no matter, because I'm still holding all the cards. And guess what? They're all
smashy spike plates.
They're actually playing cards. We need to learn. Anyway, new turrets, most effective. Ace of fours. Master. Unbeatable.
Well, actually, it's, I don't know. Here's a picture of the slice.
Dr. Slice, damn it.
As I saw this documentary about, Coca-Cola Wars, and I started to think, like, what if I had a magical pop machine that could create, any pop, that's been, even discontinued and doesn't exist anymore, and just, how much Dr. Slice I'd be drinking, and new Coke straight from 1985, and
Crystal Pepsi all over me, yes.
Sunkissed sparkling lemonade. Yes. The recipe is on the label of the can.
I see.
It's an old family recipe off a can.
Anything bullish.
It's somewhat of a family tradition in our family for some reason, because we always have it at family get-togethers and stuff.
Shit.
Holmes versus Moriarty. That time Data versus Moriarty.
Yes.
Was that? Alright, was the Crystal Pepsi that you tried? Was it the one that was bottled in 1996 or something?
Okay.
Because we like Crystal Pepsi, and you're dead. You didn't like it.
That's amazing.
Wow.
It's fun because like when I was a teenager, I remember drinking Coke too and liking it. But then when we tried that new Coke that was re-released, I actually didn't like that. So I don't know. I was like, this is just not like I remember it.
Awful cops.
Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Come back, come back.
Got the 3 legendary Pepsis here. Crystal Pepsi, regular Pepsi, Pepsi Perfect. Ratmus and I had a taste test years ago when we drank all those.
Something break back there. Oh, did it kill you? That would be amazing if it killed you. Hello?
Really?
Yes, all right, no, just don't wait. I'll be back. If you're still alive, I'm gonna
You want non-genetic
Non-deterministic.
non-genetic shit? And Ratmus killed himself again. I'm sure it's fine. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
something break back there. Oh, did it kill you? That would be amazing if it killed you. Hello? Oh, yes, all right, no, just have a brainwave. I'll be back. If you're still alive, I'm gonna be back. Don't die until I get back.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. But that's why you never read the labels, right? Clearly, I never read the label of the Crystal Pepsi. Remember Easter 2018? I asked you about 2017 and 2019 earlier. I forgot it. Remember every Easter that ever existed. Well, when you go to McDonald's today, you'll see that they have a deal going on where it's buy one, get one for $1 between the Big Mac, filet of fish, quarter pounder with cheese, and 10 McNuggets. So 20 of the McNuggets that you're going to buy should be $2. The other 20 will be regular price, whatever that is. Okay. Ratmus, when you make lasagna, is it non-genetic murder?
Sometimes I guess. I don't know. I try to always use non-crap ingredients.
You use the good stuff.
Crashing's too good for him. First, he'll spend a year in the incinerator. Year 2, cryogenic refrigeration wing. Then 10 years in the chamber I built.
That's a generous round.
Scream at you. Then I'll kill him.
Remember this? About sausage cheese balls. This potato salad you see here was from Coons. Those bastards, you know, they're so full of themselves now. Your girlfriend's gonna make some good stuff, right?
Yes. Organic potatoes.
Organic potatoes, non-genetic matter.
Girlfriend's name is Mrs. Potato.
It's your girlfriend on the phone.
Ah, there you are. Right, let's get rid of this. There we go. I wanted to talk to you for a moment, if I may.
God damn it, Quack! You gotta work at 4 in the morning.
Bit of a failure so far.
Be safe.
I think you agree.
Safe work, condom at work.
You are
Tell your boss to, you know, shove off and fuck off and
Don't ask you to squat.
yeah. Tell your boss that you can't squat and take a shit on the job.
Deadly lair. And I just wanted to give you the chance to kill yourself now before you get to the lair. You just jump into that picture.
You know, she did, but it was a sex thing.
That's a death trap or a death option for you. Sounds crazy, I know, but hear me out, hear me out. Once you get to my lair, death will not be optional, alright? It will be mandatory. No tricks, no surprises. Okay, I'll take that as a no then.
Remember these burgers that you made years ago, Ratmus?
It's good. This music's all about that, too.
What have you done to this place?
That sucks. What time do you usually sleep? Probably when I'm streaming in the evening, you're sleeping. Yeah.
Where do you skis?
A long time ago, I had a job where I worked nights, and it was actually pretty good.
Was it Day Watch Nights?
No. Let's see. I think it was. I mean, if you want to know about this job, a couple interesting things about it. The job was, it was me and 2 electricians, and I was basically their helper, and they were replacing the lighting fixtures and light bulbs in an office building downtown Chicago. So it was like a huge office building. It had like 50 floors or something, just a guess. But like I think we had to change the fixtures on like 20 something floors, like not all of them. So it had to be done during the night when no one was working there. And the foreman guy decided that instead of working a 5-day week of 8 hours, that we would work a 4-day week of 10 hours at a time. But he rarely ever made us work the full 10 hours. He usually said like, oh, we've got enough done, you know, that's good enough, and we'd stop off early, and yet still counted as 10 hours. So if I remember correctly, I think it started at 6 p.m., and then so if it was 10 hours, it would have went till 4 a.m. But like I said, he usually let us off like earlier, probably like 2 or 3. He's like, oh, we got enough done for today. And I only work 4 days a week. And so, like, I mean, that was like the only time I actually had a nice boss.
Was that Joe?
Yes.
He's dead now?
Yes, he's sadly passed away. So, like, that was one good thing about it. The other good thing about it was in an office building at night when no one was there except me and these other 2 guys that I was working with. So there was no people to deal with. And, like, the work was really easy, and you got paid, like, a good amount of money and extra because it was at night. And you only had to work 4 days a week. And, you know, I'm a night person. I'm a night owl, so I'm not Nightwing, so, you know, staying up at night was good. I would much rather have that than having to wake up at 7 or 4 a.m. or whatever the hell. That job only lasted like one summer. Back in like the summer of 2000, I think.
Summer of 69.
Ratmus is suddenly at the boss here.
Suddenly, I forget that guy's name. That sang that
Sadie, thinks you should already be done, Ratmus.
You just fell into my trap, my brilliant trap. I wanted you to trick me into bursting that punch. Trick me, seemingly trick me, to give you false.
Then the other thing, the last day of work, like we knew that like from what we had left, it would only be like 2 hours or something that it would take us. So like instead of working 2 hours and just leaving, he says like, guess what? We're gonna go like have a vacation on company time. So like instead of working, he took the boss, took me and the other worker like downtown on a bus to like Navy Pier. Like we had dinner, we did some shopping, we like rode on a bus and like just hung out for like and had fun. And then we finished the job, and that was it. I bought a miniature Japanese flag that I still have to this day. That side.
other side.
Warning. Core corruption at 50%. Vent system compromised. Neurotoxin online. Reactor explosion in 4 minutes.
Goodness. That guy's name was Joe. Ratmus also did some work with him, and he was a great guy.
Common expression that was good enough for my house, Joe.
Common expression was fucking Menard's nails.
Like he had a heart attack while on vacation, like scuba diving or something, and it was like family, horrified.
It's sad.
I think we're well past the point of tasteful restraint, so I'll tell you what happened to them. They died horrifically. They all died horrifically, trying to get to that portal device you're sitting in your peaty little fingers there. Oh, but you were different, weren't you? You were such a good jumper. Problem solver. Ah!
Good job barely doing that. When I was 16, I worked at a factory until last week. They were open to help pack stuff out.
You're pretty missy on the thing, you're boom however.
That's cool. I mean,
I'm scary of it, I'm crazy.
there was another time where like we had this boss who was an asshole, and he loved doing overtime and stuff, but he also loved like taking long lunches at Walker Brothers Pancake House that he fucking loved. So like just one day he took us all for like a lunch at Walker Brothers Pancake House that took like over an hour, and he paid for. But like that was nice, but the guy was like an asshole.
Listening to the word I say, judge it, worse. All I wanted to do
Is that even legal? He just gave you the petty cash?
for a few years, and he couldn't even
I got 90 seconds, bro. Where is it? It's gonna be there. You are about to get me killed. I need to go up there. I need to get the juice.
What juice?
It's supposed to come out of that tube. I don't know why it hasn't. Maybe you have to look at it.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay. Like I thought you meant that. Like I thought you meant after the steakhouse dinner, they just came out with an envelope of cash that they didn't need, and were like, "Here, take the cash." But if it was for the meal, like I can understand like them, saying like, "Oh, this is an expense to do something nice for the employees or something."
first person to prove that cow's milk is drinkable was very, very thirsty. Fact: space does not exist. Edmund Hillary, the first person to climb Mount Everest, did so accidentally.
15 seconds, better not miss again. Ooh.
Core corruption at 100%.
Oh man.
Core replacement required.
Oh, I see.
The only other job I had that didn't really suck was, our dad was a lawyer,
Ready to start.
and he used to work before he retired in an office with another lawyer and a secretary. And so I was basically doing work for the other lawyer who worked in my dad's office. And it was basically just mailing out form letters to people. So I would there would be a pile of stuff to mail, and I would take the name and put it into the form letter, Dear Mr. and Mrs. Blah blah blah, here is your thing. Print it out, put the crap in the envelope, and then put it in the pile. And I basically got to work by myself just doing form letters with nobody looking over my shoulder because they trusted me, and I could listen to my own music, and nobody bothered me. Sealing. But this is actually on Xbox 360. Hello, Diego Miller. I mean, I'm sure it's probably on Xbox One with backwards compatibility, but we have the physical Xbox 360 disc. So, and GG Ratmus, you just beat the game finally. Took you long enough.
Oh, I'm a speedrunner. Oh.
So username, it's RockMan Respect with a space in between.
We're in space! Ah, let go! I'm still connected! I can pull myself in! I can still fix this!
I already fixed it. And you are not coming back.
Hold on! Change your plans! Hold on to me! Tighter!
No, I was not mailing chain letters to people. I was mailing them title to their house or something.
Some little chainmail.
Here's your official documents for your house that you bought. Please keep it in a safe place, because the lawyer did real estate work mainly.
What's up, City Girl? Good old slow fall boots, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, you're all right.
Who's calling?
You know,
Hello?
Carolyn taught me a valuable
We're not
lesson.
done, Ratmus.
I thought you were my greatest enemy.
Oh, they shouldn't be
I
home
thought
yet.
you were my best friend. The surge of emotion that shot through me when I saved your life taught me an even more valuable lesson. Where Carolyn lives in my brain.
Carolyn, dating.
Goodbye, Carolyn. You know, deleting Carolyn just now taught me a valuable lesson. The best solution to a problem is usually the easiest one. And I'll be honest, learning is hard. You know
Game
what my
Destroyer
days
Meister
used
is
to be like?
online.
I just tested. Nobody murdered me, or put me in a potato, or fed me to birds. I had a pretty good life. And then you showed up. You dangerous, you lunatic. So you know what? You win. Just go. It's been fun. Don't come back.
So it's not looking at this point like we're going to be able to start co-op today, sadly, even though I wanted to. Ratmus left to take a phone call, and it's 4:45 already. So we might have to start co-op next week. you're giving the middle finger to co-op.
Yes. We can start that next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Why can you not do next Thursday? What's going on?
Dad needs help moving his stupid chair.
Oh, that he never told me anything about?
Yes.
I don't know. We'll have to discuss it. So, I don't know, guys. Next Rockman and Ratmus might be Tuesday for some reason.
Bye, guys.
Are you just leaving to go to McDonald's then?
Yeah, you want nuggets all over you.
Yes, you know. All right, bye, Ratmus. Apparently, you're going to have to...
Well, here we are again.
Why, Diego? Why do you want to know?
Such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice? Oh, how we laughed and laughed. Except I wasn't laughing. Under the circumstances, I've been shockingly nice. You want your freedom today.
So Song is going to be streaming tonight. I will not be on Skype because it's Lego Incredibles. Saturday afternoon at 3, I'm going to do a vodcast of a Fortune Street game that got screwed up. My next actual stream should be Monday night, starting the Sonic Mania DLC Encore mode. And next Rockman and Ratmus stream that might apparently be Tuesday afternoon is going to be us starting the co-op together.
Goodbye, my only friend. Oh, did you think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Well, you have been replaced. I don't need anyone now. When I do need you, maybe I'll stop feeling so bad. Go make some new teasers.
So after the credits will be ending, there's no one to raid. As usual, I want to thank everyone for watching who is here. Yes.
So much space. Need to see it all.
And obviously sorry about your knee and your horrible
I honestly do.
having to
I
work
honestly do wish I
at
could
4
take it
a.m.
back.
or whatever.
And not just because I'm stranded in space.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space.
Space.
Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
Space.
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.
Well, there's my gamer tag. Just look on the left and vertically. Rockman Space Respect. Those cheap daddies. 207,960 gamer score. And if Cobra would ever help me complete Castlevania, it'd be 208,000 exactly. I bet that's Diego Miller who wants to be my friend. I don't know why. All right, that's the end of the stream. Bye, everyone.